Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the Creative Challenge, creating a minute-long trailer for your podcast. So the first thing you want to do is click on this link. This will take you to getting all the exercise files you needed. And so let's take a look. And then when you click on the link, you'll find a voiceover. This is something you need to record, and then you can download the project files here. So making sure that you go to your Google Drive and then download all the assets by clicking here and then download, and then this will zip the entire thing in one file, and then you can download everything in one go. If you prefer, you can also download them one by one, but that just takes more time. And then now we're taking a look at all the steps required. So basically, what I want you to do in this creative challenge is create 4 tracks, and one for voiceover, one for other media clips such as interview clip, and then one for all your sound effects, and the other one is for background music. And then you want to make sure that all of these tracks are having a balanced mixing. That means, your volume levels, it stays at a consistent level. Just making sure that everything is balanced. There's no like a sudden change in terms of volume. And also, you want to have smooth transitions that is done by adding fade in and fade out effects. So I want you to listen to this example of the final delivery. This will give you an idea of what this project is about. And then you can listen to this yourself. Basically, I want you to copy the same kind of project that I did with the same assets, because usually the first step is to learn the technology is to copy what other people do, so you can learn how they are working on their projects. So I divided this creative challenge into 3 steps. The first one is sequencing. Basically, you want to correctly order your clips together so they're in the right sequence. And then that includes record your voiceovers, import, in this case, the interview clip, and then edit your voiceovers. For example, edit out the things that you made mistakes, and make sure the audio is clean. And then you want to combine the voiceover with your interview clip, and then rearrange the interview clip so it's in the right order. And then you want to do some adjustment of the volume, so make sure that they sound balanced. So here that I give you an example picture of the waveform. So this is your voiceover, and you can see that I cut out a certain space to leave out for interview clips, and eventually you will have a space for background music as well. And next step is to add sound effects. So basically you want to import your sound effects and then place them into the right place, and then adjust the volumes. And then usually you want to make sure you add fade in and fade out transitions to make them has a nice transition. And then finally, you want to add another track for the background music. The same thing, you want to import it, and then this is the time where you want to probably pick and choose which part of background music you want to use. You don't want to use the entire one, because that may not work well with certain parts. So you want to find out the ones that actually works with your tracks, and then adjust the volume and the transition. And after you're done with all of these, you will have more or less a similar kind of structure as this image shown. And then once you're done, you want to export it as .mp3 if you want to have a smaller file size, and I usually recommend .wav. That's lossless file type, but the file size may be slightly larger. So yeah, these are all the things I want you to practice in this creative challenge. And now let me just show you quickly how you do this in Audacity. I will not go into depth because you already learned the basics through the pre-workshop tutorial, so I will not repeat. But once you have the file downloaded, double click if you haven't had Audacity open up, this will open up the project directly. And this is the asset folder for the project. So this is the demo project that I did. I just want to show you, how I laid out everything. So you can play this and listen to it and then while you're working on this creative challenge. I also include a zip file just in case, but I also have this unzipped file as well. So they're the same thing. Okay, so these three things are your assets. This one is sound effects, this is the background music, and finally this is the interview clip. So you want to import everything here, and like I said, you want to have 4 tracks and place them into the correct track. And then you want to start with recording a voiceover. And then here you want to choose the proper input of your mic. And if you don't have like an external mic like I do, I have a Yeti one connected, then you can choose the built-in microphone for your computer. And then here you can click to start monitoring your sound. So you can adjust your input level to make sure it's at more or less between, -12 to -6. You can see if I'm getting closer to my mic. I can make the input higher. So to record, you just click on this record button, and this will let you start recording, and then basically it will start a new track and then you can record. And if you're done, you can click the stop button, and then here you have this recorded track, and then I will just delete it. Once you have that ready and have all the assets imported, some of the most common ones that you're gonna use, including split, Command I. I recommend remembering this shortcut. And then remove special allows you to silence part of your audio. And then trim audio will also let you trim a clip. And then those are all the edit tools you probably want to use most often. And here, if you want to do selection, just a quick review, this is the selection button. So this will let you select part of the things. And then let's say you want to do some adjustment, and then you can use the envelope tool to adjust the volume. However, envelope tool will adjust the entire thing, but you probably learned in the tutorial that if you want a more precise ones, you want to have these two dots on both ends. This will allow you to add a fade in and a fade out effect, something that you can do quickly. Another quick way to do fade in and fade out is go to effects, and then you have fade in, and then you see the things that you selected will be automatically done. It's a fading effect. So that's something you can do quickly with this effect here. And then you want to also know how to use the time shift tool, because this is where you can move your clip. But first of all, you want to make sure that you have the proper selection, and then you can go ahead and then move your clips. And then to see your projects a little bit better, this has the fit selection to width and fit the entire project thing that you can take advantage of when you are working. So all of these are some essential features of Audacity that you're gonna use in your project. If you have any questions, you can refer back to the pre-workshop tutorial and to watch the tutorials. And then, finally, you just want to make sure that you complete this 1-minute trailer thing. And then if you can complete it on your own, that means you're ready to go for your final project. If not, then make sure that you get those questions answered before starting your final project. And I'm always available, so you can, email me if you have any questions.